Morning. It's cool out today. I don't know what today's date is. I think it's the 16th, 17th of September, and they're calling for a light frost tonight. So just out taking care of all the chickens this morning, and today's gonna suck. We had to make the hard decision this morning to put our 8-year-old Doberman down today. So I got to take him over to the vet this afternoon. He's had a big battle last, oh man, for a few years now. He was diagnosed with wobbler syndrome, and the vet told us that he was never going to be able to walk right again, and he would never run. You have to excuse my phone ringing. So, well, I mean, we actually discussed possibly having him put down then, and our vet talked us into letting her keep him for 4 or 5 days and trying some different medications, because we couldn't even get him. He couldn't stand, he couldn't sit up, he couldn't do nothing. He just laid there. He really didn't have any control over his legs, and there's no way we were going to keep him alive just to lay there, you know, if he wasn't enjoying life. But anyways, the vet talked us into giving her 4 or 5 days with him, so that's what we did. And she found a combination of meds, and it took us 3 or 4 months with those meds, you know, and we had to help him stand up, help him walk out, go to the bathroom. But he got stronger and stronger over the next few months. Here, girls. And I mean, within probably 6 months, you would never even known he had an issue. I mean, they didn't think he'd, you know, walk straight and definitely not run. And he could walk, he could run. You would never know. He was doing just awesome. And then it's probably been 4 or 5 months now, maybe not quite. He was diagnosed with congestive heart failure, and we knew this battle was going to be a lot harder. And once again, we discussed having him put down. He was in pretty bad shape, and the vet, same vet, once again talked us into holding out and just trying some different medications. So we did that, and again, he surprised everybody, and he's been doing awesome. Acting like a young dog again. It's just been the transformation from when he was first diagnosed with congestive heart failure was amazing to see him turn around and how healthy and energetic he was. But then it's been about 3 days, not quite a full 72 hours, but I was in the house getting a cup of coffee, and he heard something outside. He jumped up, started barking like, you know, that's what Dobermans do. And I called him, and he came around the table, and he just collapsed. So I ran over to him, and it was the exact same thing the morning that we took him to the vet to find out he had congestive heart failure. So we knew his heart issue wasn't going to be fixable. But, you know, we did a lot of research, and we've seen a lot of dogs made it up to 2 years with congestive heart failure, you know, with medication. And that's what we were hoping for. But we decided that as long as he's willing to fight, we're willing to fight with him. And so the last 2-3 days, however long it's been now, we have we've tried and tried to get it back under control, but we lost the battle. Yesterday, I probably should have went and had him put down yesterday, but selfishly, you know, I've had to say goodbye to a lot of dogs, but this one is just so much harder for me for some reason. So yesterday I told my wife I wasn't going to take him over. I wanted to give him another 24 hours. And woke up this morning and there's no improvement. Matter of fact, he may be even a little worse today than he was yesterday. So I called the vet early this morning, and I'm going to take him over there this afternoon and have it done. So it's going to be a tough day, you know, especially since I got to wait till this afternoon to have it done and think about it all day long. It's probably even going to be worse on my daughter. My daughter, she's really bonded with our Doberman. So is one of our boys. And we've had a lot of good dogs, but there's just something about our Doberman. His personality is he's just an easy dog to bond with. And so I'm thankful for all the years that we got with him. It's just unfortunate that Dobermans have such a short lifespan because they are a great breed. They're great dogs. So it's unfortunate that for whatever reason Dobermans just aren't living as long as they used to. I think Doberman's lifespan used to be like 13 years. Now a Doberman's lifespan's like 6 to 8, and a lot of it is congestive heart failure and wobbler syndrome. Those are two big common things with Dobermans. So I mean, it is what it is. It sucks, but it's never fun saying goodbye to any dog, or any animal you have, you know, as a pet. I even have a hard time saying goodbye to some of my animals that I buy to raise to butcher. It's just something in me. I'm an animal person, so today's gonna suck. I'm just gonna keep myself busy. I've got these frames from the bees cleaned up yesterday. This old nasty comb, it's full of wax moth larvae and it's real dark, so I don't even think I'm gonna waste my time with that. But that's what I'm gonna do today. I've got hundreds of frames that need to be cleaned up, so I'm gonna clean up bee frames today. Try to get stuff ready for next spring. That'll help me keep my mind busy and off the tasks that I have to do this afternoon. So I'll probably take you guys along. Not for the whole process, but maybe the ride over. I don't know. It's just going to be it's one of those days. No matter how sick that boy is, he loves water. It's the one thing he's never turned his nose up to is water. Oh, buddy. Today he gets as much as he wants. That's how you really know when he's in bad shape. There's a chunk of one of his cookies that not even a foot from him and he won't touch it. So, and you can see he's pretty full of fluid. You just can't get it out of him. I've been coming in the house about every 20 minutes, 30 minutes, just to check on him, see how he's doing. I kind of wish that God would just take him here at home so I wouldn't have to stress him out by wrestling him, get him in the truck and taking him to the vet today, and who knows, maybe he still will. But I am glad that he's at least able to rest. He was pretty restless earlier today. He couldn't lay down very long, and he had to get up and spin circles and pace, and so I'm glad to see that he's finally laying down. He's in a different spot about every time I come in here, but at least he's laying down. He's been laying down each time I came in, so. Go back out, work a little bit, and come back in and check on him again. Here he goes. He's going for his last truck ride, which really won't bug him at all because he's not a big fan of this anyways, but believe it or not, he actually enjoys going to the vet for some reason. Ryker, look at the camera, bud. No, he wants no part of it. Love you, buddy. Well, me and Wrigley sitting out here on the tailgate. Bless you. Ryker has made it to his final resting place. So, it sucked bad today, but, when I got him over to the vet, he was in such bad shape that it made it a lot easier for the decision that was made. But I definitely wanted to bring him home and have him buried here because about right there is where our boxer Mac is buried. He was about 12 years old. We lost him a couple years ago, and him and Ryker were pretty good buds for the years that we had them both. So I just thought it was fitting that he was buried beside him. And then brought old Wrigley out here. That way he would kind of know what happened to Ryker. That give him some closure too. Just we didn't think that we drove off with him and dumped him somewhere. You never know. You never know what a dog thinks. So that's the end to this crappy day. So I'm gonna go do my thing. Double check on all the birds, see if I had any quail hatch, but I am so glad I had the years with him that I had. I am a dog lover. If people were more like dogs, this world would be a much better place. So even though it's sad, I wouldn't trade my time with him at all for anything. So that's the end of the story for today. Go home and play with your dogs.